blues sort of mood today, so I thought I'd bring in one of the classics. This is Louis Jordan's 1946 hit, Ain't That Just Like a Woman. Yeah, the title is a bit sexist, and the song kind of is too if you listen to the words. But the music is a lot of fun to play, and Carl Hogan, who is the guitarist on this, really pulls off a cool solo he packs a lot into 12 bars, I'll tell you. A lot of those licks kind of sound like horn licks to me. So we'll go over exactly what I played, which I think is darn close to what was on the record in just a minute. Of historical note, though, I want to play you the opening lick to this song. Now, it was a guitar lick. It wasn't a horn lick or a sax lick. It was a guitar lick, and it went a little bit like this. I'm sure you recognize that. It sounds a lot like another lick played by a man named Chuck Berry, you may have heard of, in the song Johnny Be Good. In fact, that is where Chuck Berry got it, and he made it his own as well. But I think that's pretty cool that historically this is where it came from. Anyway, we'll go over this note for note in just a second. As always, if you like this, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, subscribe for one of these every week. We'll see you in just a second. Oh yeah, sorry about this, gang. I forgot to ask. I'm using a different camera angle for the up-close shots. Let me know if you like this better or if it's worse than the previous one, all right? So let me know in the comments if you like it better or if you want to go back to the old one, all right? See you in just a sec. All right, gang. Let's go over this now note for note. First things first, you can download the tab from the link in the description below, or you can go to my website, markzabel.com. That's the first thing. The second thing is, oh yeah, I should say on the tab it's got both the solo and it's got the proto Johnny Be Good lick, the opening lick. Both of those are tabbed out. We're going to go over the proto Johnny Be Good lick at the end of this video, so you might want to stick around till then to see it. All right, so that's the tab. Second thing is the sound. Really simple. Keep it clean. All right, not a hard one. I happen to be using the neck pickup on this one to get a jazzier tone. All right, what I thought I would do is, oh yes, the chords. So this is a boogie woogie in G. So there's only 3 chords. There's G, like a G6th, a C6th, and a D6th. So you can substitute in there 9th chords or 13th chords. They all work. Kind of goes like this. You know. That kind of stuff. All right, so the solo is played over that sort of backdrop. It is played pretty quickly at about 170 speed. So it's not super fast, but it's fairly fast. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'll play the whole solo itself, kind of slowly, and then we'll go over it line by line, okay? So here we go. Starting from we're going to slide up to, on the 3rd string, 7th fret. That's it in its entirety. So let's go over this now line by line. Here's the first line. Very cool. We're going to be sliding up to a D note, which happens to be in a G chord, right? So a very safe note. Just playing the D note repeatedly over a syncopated beat there. Very cool. We're sliding up from the 6th to the 7th. And then we're playing the 12th, that's on the 3rd, and then we're playing the 12th on the 4th string. And those are both the same note, so you're hearing it twice. A very cool concept to do that. To me, that sounds a lot like the way a sax would sound, playing notes repeatedly over in just a different rhythm. So very cool. Here is the second line, and this is a very interesting line, very typical of its time. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so we're starting out here on the third string, 9th fret, and bending that just a little bit. Now bends at that time were half-step bends primarily. I don't know anybody who did full-step bends in 1946. Maybe BB was starting to do it. I don't know. I don't think so. But in any event, maybe T-Bone did one or two, but mostly his were half-steps as well. This is a half-step bend on the 9th fret. And then we're doing this run right here. Now that is a really neat run that's basically just going through a G7 sort of scale, or a mixolydian, G mixolydian if you want to, for a C major scale. But then it adds this chromatic passing note, which makes it really neat sounding. So it sounds again like this. Okay, which is the 6th fret on the 3rd string. Then we come right down here to the 10th fret on the 4th. And then this typical sort of slide over a G chord. So we're playing on the 4th string, 8th sliding up to 9, playing the 7th on the 3rd. Right? That's part of a G triad. Right? But instead of coming up to that G, we play a very interesting note. I said Carl Hogan played it. Very interesting note, this right here, which is a C on the 4th string, 10th fret. Very interesting in relation to a G chord. That is a suspended 4th, I believe. So it's kind of an interesting way to end that line. Here's the whole line in its entirety. Okay, here's the next line. All right, so this is over a C chord. So very interesting note choice here. Again, typical of its time. You wouldn't hear this in a sort of a modern blues song. But here we're playing this note right here, which is the 12th over the C chord. So, in any event, we're bending that up a half step, bringing it down slowly, and then playing 10th and 12th again. And then going up to the 15th, which is a G note, hitting that and smearing it down. All right, so play it and then spring it down. All right, and then to end up that note, we're playing this. So we're trilling basically between the 10th fret and the 11th fret on the 2nd string, and that happens to be the 9th of that G chord. Okay. All right, so let's play that line in its entirety. All right, now coming out of it, back to the G, we play. Okay, the first thing is pretty simple to get. That's just a little G, part of a G triad. So that's 3rd string 7th, 3rd string 7th, 2nd string 8th. Okay, then we go to 10th on the 4th string. Same sort of thing again. So that's 10, 8, slide up to 9. And that last part is just 10, 7 on the 5th string, and then toggling back and forth between the 7th on the 5th string and 10th on the 6th string. All right, so that's that line. Let's play the whole thing again. All right, here we go, last line. All right. Now this is something you don't hear too much anymore. Instead, these days you do a unison bend. That'd be the modern rock way. But here, we're not playing that. We're just playing this. We're doubling the notes, right? We're playing unison notes. So we're starting up here on the second string, 8th fret, and then doubling the note below it on the 3rd string by playing the 12th fret, right? So that's a bit of a stretch. It's going to hurt just a little bit the first couple times you try it. So just like this. So the first time is a long one, and then 3 more strokes. And then 2, you just move down 1 fret and do the whole thing again. Twice. And then 1 more fret, 1 more fret, 1 more fret, 1 more fret. This last time, when you get to the destination, which is this, 3rd fret on the 2nd string, 7th fret on the 3rd string, you play that 3 times, and then you play this lick. So here we're keeping the top voice the same, and then we're moving the bottom. Thank goodness, because my fingers are starting to hurt. So we play 7 and 3, 5 and 3, and then 3 and 3, and hammer on to 4 on the 3rd string. Okay, then this. So that's 4th string, 5, 2, and then 5th string, 5. Ending up on 5 on the 4th string. And that last is just a little, you're sliding up into a G chord there. So we're playing 3-2, sliding up to 4-3. You can actually play it twice, but you want to slide with your fingers. Anyway. All right, let's play that whole lick again. And that's the solo. Now, as promised, we will go over the proto Johnny B. Goode lick. Now, what's interesting is that the Johnny B. Goode lick, now this is played in G, so it's really tough for me on this guitar to play the Johnny B. Goode normally in G. You know, that kind of thing. It's played out of that, but in this one, it's far easier to play it, to play this lick. It's actually far easier to play it in the position just below that. So we're going to do that. Let me play the whole thing slowly and you'll see it. This is in G, right? So we're playing a G lick. And that's pretty much it. Okay, you can follow the tab to get it exactly. That's it. That's where Chuck got it. Now you got it. Well, there you have it, folks. A real jump blues classic. Louis Jordan, Carl Hogan on guitar. A lot of licks I hope you can appropriate yourself and have a lot of fun with this sort of music. I mean, these solos, they're challenging on your fingers, they're challenging on your pick hand, and it's challenging to make it all swing and work out with the timing. But overall, once you get it, it's a ton of fun to just play. All right, until next time, we'll see you on down the road.